friends, welcome to Pulse Excel. So today in this session we are going to discuss the research methodology topic. Okay, so first of all, welcome you all. So without wasting our time, we are just supposed to start it with this particular module. So before start with this course, you should understand what is the actually learning objectives and what are the outline of this course. So with this video, at the end of this video, you should understand the few points. In that point you should definitely understand that what is the definition of the research, so you clearly understand the meaning of entirely what is the meaning of the research methodology means. Then later on we also cover in brief what are the objective of the research. Then third, what are the criteria of the good research to be carried out. Then later on we also discuss what is the nature of the research means, whether it's a quantitative and the qualitative kind of the research. And the lastly, we'll also discuss about the what are the important ingredient of the research which makes your research very beautiful. So these are the few points we are going to cover in this video. So I hope so student you are definitely enjoying this session, and at the end of this video you should completely understand that what is the research methodology mean. So let us first start with the a very first crucial question which is coming into your mind, that in all of your mind, that what is the research. So with this actually few point, you should clearly understood the meaning of the research means, you should understand the definition. Later on, we can also discuss about the characteristic, then quantitative research and the qualitative research means discuss about nature of the research, and lastly what are the example. So I can say over here throughout the example you can actually clearly understood the research methodology topic, and it's really very beautiful topic that through the example you can easily sense out it. Okay, so now in the next slide you can see the example. So I just mentioned here few examples. So with the few examples here you can see and you can easily visualize the definition for the research. So now this is actually first image. From this picture, if I'm going to asking with the question that in this actually siblings means in the elder sister and the younger sister, who's going to be more responsible? So this is the actually question. Okay, then second pick, in this actually pick you can planning the tour, मतलब आपको एक tour को plan करना है, ठीक है. So in the third picture you can see a planning a cooking party, so you throw out the actually some of the parties or you are just plan to cooking. Okay, this is the third picture, and the last one you are going to be planning your daily routine. So if I can say in all the four images, the clearly the one thing is going to be common, that is you need to plan something. मतलब अगर मुझे ये पता करना है कि elder and in the younger sister में who is going to be more responsible, so you have to plan something, you have to do some of the activity. In the second images you need to tour plan, मतलब आपको planning करना है, travel plan करना है. So the very first question which is coming into mind कि मुझे प्लान टूर कहाँ पे करनी, विच इज द प्लेस. आफ्टर डिसाइडिंग योर प्लेस you need to decide how to and where to go, what is your timetable, whether it's a you are going to be planning by the airplane, whether it's, you are going to be planning by the train or the buses, where is there any accommodation at that particular place, what are the nearby places, what are the charges, what is actually total means your finance, you need to plan everything. In the third picture if you are going to be decide planning to cook, so first question which is coming into mind, that what to cook, how to cook. So these kind of the questions are going to be arise in your mind. And the last, in your daily routine, so in your daily routine, what is your morning time, when you are going to be get up, when you are going to be study, when you are going to be again going to the bed. So this is all about what your timing. So the very first thing, that is you need to plan everything, the way of thinking. So the research actually student is nothing but the what your way of thinking, it is a one kind of the planning. तो जब आप किसी चीज को think करते हो, when you are going to be way of thinking, when you are going to be planning something, उसी process को यहाँ पे student हम लोग बोलते हैं research. So research actually is no longer confined just to students or the academic, it is all about your daily routine also. If you are going to be stop to planning, if you are going to stop to thinking, means you are going to be completely stop your life cycle. So it is actually students really very important to think and to plan to run your daily life cycle. So that is what your what research actually means. So research actually it is not confined towards the student and academic, but it is always applicable to in all the professional and in professional in frontier areas. It is actually promising area in both the way offline and in the online in every domain. Okay, this is what the meaning of the example. So now in theoretical way you can clearly understood the meaning of the definition. So this is actually the first definition which is given by the Werner von Braun, that research is what I am doing. Okay, research is nothing but the what I am doing, and when I don't know what I am doing. मतलब रिसर्च का डेफिनेशन ये है कि मुझे पता नहीं क्या करना है और कब करना है, तो ये जब मैं सोचूंगी और मैं जब प्लान करने वाली हूँ, उसी को हम लोग यहाँ पे बोलते हैं स्टूडेंट रिसर्च. ओके, एंड द सेकेंड थिंग, according to the another scientist which is given by the definition, that is the Albert Zain Gorgia. उन्होंने क्या बोला कि research is to see what everybody else has seen, okay, and think what nobody has thought. उसे हम लोग रिसर्च बोलते हैं. इसका मतलब है that what everybody has seen, मतलब सब लोग उस एक्चुअली ऑब्जेक्ट को और उस एरिया को किस तरीके से देखते, एंड थिंक व्हाट नोबडी हैज थॉट, और उसे हम लोग किस तरीके से नहीं देखते. तो वो जो हम लोग सोचते हैं, द वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, उसी को हम लोग बोलते हैं रिसर्च. तो अगर देखा जाए तो रिसर्च टर्म इट इज एक्चुअली कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द टू वर्ड, मीन्स री प्लस सर्च. तो अगर इस वर्ड को मैंने ब्रेक डाउन किया, सो यू विल गेट द टू वर्ड री एंड द सर्च. तो री का मतलब यहाँ पे होता है अगेन. तो अगेन का मतलब है कि आपको फिर से कोई तो चीज को क्या करना है स्टूडेंट, रिसर्च करना है. सो द वर्ड रिसर्च, it is the actually what your combination of the re-answer, which means a systematic investigation to gain a new knowledge from already existing fact. मतलब जो already existence है उसको ही हमें उस फैक्ट को क्या करना है, फिर से हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. उसी को यहाँ पर स्टूडेंट हम लोग बोलते हैं रिसर्च. सो इन अदर वर्ड, रिसर्च इज is actually scientific understanding of existing knowledge and derive a new knowledge that may be applied for the betterment of the what your mankind. So it is basically search for the truth. मतलब जो हमें truth है find out करना है, it is actually basically what your search of the truth. तो research जो होता है, it is contribute significantly to the progress of the nation as well as the individual with commercial, social and the educational advantage. So that's why student, the research it is an important parameter to judge the development of any nation. So research is an important component of the private and the government sector. So nowadays student, this research is going to be interdisciplinary, is a high demand. So you people are know that in every year the government body are giving you the funding, so they are not actually going to foolish to spend the lots of in the crores of amount the on the actually your project and in the research area. So only the reason is that why the research is going to be very important. So what is actually motivation behind this research is the one thing that your research it is going to be a very long process, so that the main driving factor is the motivation, the way of thinking, that is really very important parameter to understand the research methodology. So the for some of the researchers and the postgraduate students, the main objective behind the research is to earn a degree. And for the organization, including like your defense and the research laboratories, research it is an important aspect. So depending upon the perception of your view, that how you are going to be look into it, the research is really very important. Okay, but one need to systematically continue to get the destination. It is actually main motivation behind the research. So with this actually few point of the introduction of the research and the definition of the research, we moving towards the what are the objectives of the research. Okay, so when we discuss about objective of the research, okay, the main purpose of the research is to find a solution to unsolved problems using a specific procedure, and also to understand the various phenomena significantly. मतलब हमारा जो मेन जो पर्पस होता है रिसर्च का, वो ये होता है कि जो चीजें हमें पता नहीं है उन्हें हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. सो द मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द रिसर्च इज टू फाइंड आउट हिडन एंड अनडिस्कवर्ड ट्रूथ, मतलब जो ऑलरेडी नहीं डिस्कवर है उसका ट्रूथ हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना है, फाइंड आउट करना है. सो देयर आर एक्चुअली वेरियस ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बिहाइंड अंडरटेकिंग रिसर्च बाय इंडिविजुअल as well as the various organization. However, there are some identified purposes for these or for each research work. There are some of the general objective behind the research are going to be included. So in this category, the very first actually objective of your research is to be develop better insights into the topic. अब develop better insight into the topic का मतलब स्टूडेंट यहाँ पर ये है that how you are going to be thinking towards this actually topic, means the research methodology that is provides you the better familiarity with the research topic by properly explaining the each and every concept associated with it. मतलब हमारा जो भी मर्जी रिसर्च टॉपिक हो उसे हमें हर एक कॉर्नर से उसको बेहतर तरीके से क्या करना है, समझना है. उसे हम लोग बोलते हैं बेटर इंसाइट इनटू द टॉपिक. एंड इट एम्स at the proper analysis of every aspect and the concept and accurately portray all the findings of the project, means you are going to be develop better insight. So these are the actually major object of the research. With this, next objective will be provides a systematic structure. अब इसका मतलब स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे है that research methodology is the process of whole research to be done. तो ये हमें एक ease प्रोवाइड करता है, इस सिंप्लिसिटी प्रोवाइड करता है that is going to be carried out your entire research very smoothly. So it clearly defines the tools, techniques to be used for collecting, analyzing and interpreting your data to find out the solution, means you are going to be structuralize your entirely research topic, means the provide systematic structure. थर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव है आपके रिसर्च के लिए स्टूडेंट, एनहांस द रिसर्च क्वालिटी. अब यहाँ पे क्लियरली लिखा है कि एनहांस है, रिसर्च क्वालिटी को एनहांस करना है. सो इट डिटरमाइंस द एक्चुअली रिलायबिलिटी एंड द वैलिडिटी ऑफ द होल रिसर्च वर्क, सो दैट द रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी टेल्स यू द एक्यूरेट सोर्सेस from where data should be taken for the study purpose and which thereby improves the quality of the research done. तो मतलब यहाँ पे हमें ये पता होना जरूरी है कि हमें हमारा जो भी रिसर्च टॉपिक है उसका डेटा हमें कहाँ से कलेक्ट करना है and where the data should be taken for study the purpose, and that is going to be improves your quality research that has to be done. तो उसे हम लोग बोलते हैं यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द enhance the research quality. And then next objective रिसर्च के लिए aids in decision making. अब aids in decision making का स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे मतलब होता है that you need to understand the decision making power for the your research topic. Okay, because until and unless you are not going to decide anything for your research, you cannot carry out your research further level. So the decision making is another important role play by research methodology or the researcher. So it supports your management in organize their efforts in generating the new idea. तो अगर आप proper decision लेते हो, proper decide करते हो, तो ही एक अच्छे तरीके से एफर्ट्स डाल के आप एक नई आइडिया को जनरेट कर सकते हो. दैट इज व्हाट मीनिंग ऑफ द एड्स इन डिसीजन मेकिंग. सो द रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी प्रोवाइडिंग यू द डायरेक्शन for various activities of the project that is going to be helps to the manage efficient decision makers. So this is what all about this particular objective. The next objective स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे है derive better solution. अब derive better solution का मतलब ये है कि जो भी आपका रिसर्च टॉपिक है उसके ऊपर आपको एक प्रॉपर तरीके से एक सॉल्यूशन निकालना आना चाहिए. उसे ही हम लोग बोलते हैं that finding the truth, means research methodology helps you in deriving the crucial findings for solving your all the research problems. So it performs in depth the study of the various aspect, various topic, project, concept, and develops your better understanding towards your research project. So you can detect all the problems regarding your research and gives and find you the end of the day a very good better solution for your research topic. That is all about this particular objectives. And the last objective of this actually research methodology is inculcates logical and the systematic thinking. So this is really very important parameter. So it develops you the logical thinking ability for the individual. So the research methodology evaluate every corner of the element of the project so it highlights them in detail. तो हर एक area जो होता है you are going to be highlight, understood in detail, and it represented you every aspect in simplified manner which improves the logical thinking. और यहाँ पर जो होता है आपका जो way of thinking होता है that is going to be improved, and you are going to be thinking in all the corner so that your research should be go very smoothly. So with this actually few objective of the research, you can carry out your research in very good sense. So now with this you can completely cover student all the objectives of the research with the good term and with the good sense. So you need to follow all these actually objective of the research. After understanding the objective of the research, okay, the next point in this actually module will be you need to understand that what are the ingredients which makes your research will be in a good level. तो ingredient की अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे बात करें, if you are going to be, I am giving you the example, if you are going to planning the cooking, तो cooking बनाने के लिए if you are going to be decided that I have to make the pav bhaji, so during the making the once you decided that I have to make the pav bhaji, so you can search the lots of procedures, lots of actually you can searching the video. So throughout that entire videos you can finalize the what are the major ingredients which makes your dish a very good in taste. तो आपको पता चलता है कि ये ingredients है जो मेरे पाव भाजी के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. So in the same way, to make out the very wonderful dish and the tasty dish, you need to aware about the ingredients. So in the same manner, when you are going to be carried out the very good research, in that also you need to understand some of the important ingredients to it. So the very first ingredient जो होता है for the good research is to be creativity, way of thinking. मतलब you should be a very creative towards your research. Then good written and the verbal communication skill and in depth knowledge of your own subject. मतलब जो भी आपका research का subject है उसके लिए आपका क्या होना चाहिए, in depth knowledge होना चाहिए. And these actually ingredients are essential for your good research and for your successful completion of the what your research work. So with this actually below figure you can clearly now understand what are the main ingredients. So these are the actually few ingredients. Okay, by followed these ingredients you can carry out your research in good way. In this your first point will be the student what, creativity. So the a creative person actually does things that have never been done before. तो वो जो होता है क्रिएटिविटी ही होता है जो कि आपके रिसर्च को एक बहुत अच्छी की तरीके से कंप्लीट करने के लिए हेल्प करता है. सो द क्रिएटिव पर्सन डज थिंग्स दैट हैव नेवर बीन डन बिफोर. सो द एटीट्यूड जो होता है, द क्वेरिंग एटीट्यूड, क्रूशियल एटीट्यूड इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर. सो द एनीथिंग and everything is should be questionable, and this question attitude, you know student, it gives a essence to your research and the invention. So you should be a very creative in nature. सेकेंड जो है यहाँ पर वो है आपका यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट इंग्रेडिएंट द वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन. यू शुड बी अ वेरी, सो द स्किल जो होता है आपके पास दिस एक्चुअली पर्टिकुलरली स्किल्स एरिया, इट इज एक्चुअली कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द सिंथेटिक intelligence and the practical intelligence is the ability to adapt day to day requirements. Persistence, okay, uncompromising, stubborn nature are some of the characteristic of the what your creative people and the verbal communication. So researchers should have and researchers should be follow this communication in well. Okay, तो ये कुछ problems है, okay, that has to be arise very well, then only your research will be in a very good term. Third है आपका domain knowledge with respect to your research topic. Then written communication, consistency means how you are going to be patient toward your research topic. research topic ऐसा लगता है कि स्टूडेंट का आज अगर मैंने कोई टॉपिक डिसाइड कर लिया है कि मुझे रिसर्च करना है, तो ऐसे नहीं कि वो 1 वीक और 1 मंथ में होने वाला है. यू शुड बी वेरी कंसिस्टेंट टुवर्ड योर रिसर्च टॉपिक एंड यू शुड बी वेरी पेशेंट. मे बी वो 1 ईयर हो सकता है, मे बी वो 3rd ईयर में भी हो सकता है, मे बी इट टूक्स 7 ईयर. सो इट डज, सो ये हमें शोकेस यहाँ पे करता है योर पेशेंस टुवर्ड योर रिसर्च. And the last one will be the dedication and the commitment. You should be very dedicated and committed to your research work. ऐसे नहीं कि आज मैंने काम किया फिर मैंने कल काम नहीं किया और मैं परसों मैंने काम किया. तो ये कुछ few ingredient है, important ingredient I must say to carry out research in a good way. So here you can see when you are going to be carried out all these important gradient for your research. So the analyzing history with a different angle and the solving and analyzing cases in a different area with a different perspectives are also be very creative. So here you can composing a beautiful your research in a beautiful and a creating way. So this is all about the what you are going to be set up the ingredient to carry out your research in good sense. So I hope so student it with this actually few point you can clearly understand what is the meaning of the research methodology and what is the meaning of the research. So student, if you have any doubt regarding this particular research topic, so you can always welcome, you can ask your queries. I definitely resolve your all the problem. So once again, thank you so much student watching this video. If you really like this video, so don't forget to subscribe us and stay tuned with us. So in the next video, I'm going to be discuss about the what are the types of the research means. Okay, so thank you so much student. Once again, thanks a lot.
Like a Hellcat.